Stevens and Pruett.
Correct.
Gawds on the go. Stevens, Pruett, Boner. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, right.
1996. Stevens and Pruett.
Correct.
Best of CD. Thank you for spending your hard-earned money.
When fate hands you a lemon, you make lemonade. You've heard that, right?
Of course. Heard it many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, that's how they came up with Spam.
Is that right?
I think somebody gave somebody a pig's ass and said, see what you can do with it. And make sure you need a key to get in.
Yeah.
Paula, grunt real hard and see if you can let one.
Paula!
Good girl, Paula.
Hold your noses, guys. Hold it. Oh, Paula.
Yeah, Jesus.
Shaky room.
That's Paula, how she likes driving down the contraflow lane.
Everybody's heard of Bob Zaney. Everybody. No one's ever heard of Lori Kilmartin. No one's ever heard of you. You know why?
You're
know
a cherry
why?
in the biz, right?
First thing you did, baby, is you said, well, is there any money in it for me? Zaney says, I want the exposure. See, that's the smart one. This guy is a brain. He may act like an idiot.
Wait a minute. He's been in the business 19 years,
Yeah.
and he's doing stuff for free. I've been in the business 9 years, and I don't do stuff unless I get paid. Who's smart?
Yeah, that's right, Mrs. Feature Act. Now, let me say this.
Miss Warma.
Come on.
Let's
man.
see some tattoos.
Don't do that crap on this show, please. You're not talking to
Oh,
me.
wow.
Oh,
look
my
at that.
God. Look at this one. Skull on the biceps there that is so beautiful.
Wow.
They all have shaved heads. The last band, you know,
Oh, marijuana leaf on the stomach. That's great. On the chest.
that's an ecology fern, Jim.
Well, you know why he put the marijuana leaf on the stomach?
Why?
So he can have a pot belly. Hello!
That's it.
Oh, what's your name?
Demetra.
Ask her what she does for a living. Is she an exotic dancer?
Are you an exotic dancer? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Yes.
What does she hate about Stevens and Pruett?
Okay, Demetra, what do you hate about Stevens and Pruett?
They're pigs.
The show that's offensive to a topless dancer. You've been divorced for how long, Joe? A
The
long time.
publicists always go, you're doing Stevens and Pruett. They said, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I said, man, let me get in there, man.
You're a party
ready to rock.
dude, and you know you.
I, Richie Renneberg,
Richie Renneberg.
pledge to give it all I got,
Pledge to give it all I got.
to never stop until I
Never
die.
stop until I die.
And to talk nasty to the Portuguese women in the stands.
Good luck, Richie.
Sure did.
Hope you win some medal, man. That'd be great. Richie Renneberg from Houston, Texas, ladies
you.
and gentlemen.
Okay, CD lovers, it's Stevens and
Pruett.
Aren't you glad the singing's over?
Yeah. Man, I never...
And it's right after the...
OD'd by show tune.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a part
wait
of
a
the
minute,
show.
that was Vic, man. Vic, you know, he's Baby Sinatra, I call him.
Yeah, Vic the Slick. You know, he does his hair, he puts his 30 weight on it, slicks it back. You know, it looks like some.
Okay, going on with the CD. You remember the time we
God's on the go. God's on the go.
we went over to Jose Feliciano's house.
Yeah, and we read first couch I've ever seen that was in Braille.
I remember I said to you, who is that guy? And you said
Jose Feliciano.
Here he is.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Good. I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
doing
it's good.
okay.
You don't look like you've aged at all.
You haven't aged a day since I've seen you 10 years ago.
So Jose,
Yeah.
you know, I went out to get your best of solid gold, Jose Feliciano
Right.
CDs, and
Can't find them, right?
couldn't find them, just Spanish stuff.
Well, you know, it's a funny thing. I've had the same complaint about the record labels that I was with. However, a new disc has come out. However, it's come out in England, which is entitled Jose Feliciano Present Tense, which I redid some of the old songs that I did, but I also did some new ones. And we're trying to get it imported into the United States.
So who is your label? What
right now, in Spanish, I'm with a label called Polygram Latino.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have an album coming out with them in August, but so far in English, we're just shopping around and hoping that we'll be signed in English because I've got some new material and I've been writing a lot of songs in the last, I would say 10 years or so now. I have a good stockpile of songs.
When was the last time you wrote a song?
The last time I wrote a song was about 2 months ago.
No, it wasn't. It was just 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
yeah, you made 2 minutes ago off the air. You did a song. You did a song for it. You want to do that for him?
I told Mark and Jim, I'm going on your show. I'm going to find me a woman who's got a lot of dough. I ain't going to be like Mr. O.J. I ain't gonna take a stab at it and tell her it's okay.
Oh, man, that is...
Somebody handed Jose a harmonica a few minutes ago while we were off the air.
There's two of them.
He
That's out of my locker. I keep them there just in case I learn.
He just picked it up and he did that song off the air.
This one is in C. These are blues harps, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a blues man. Matter of fact, I'm one of your greatest fans. Why don't you grab that axe and play a little Smoke on the Water?
No, all right.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Well, I've smoked in water.
Jose, for those who don't, high heel sneakers,
Right.
I wanted to hear that.
Put on your red dress, baby.
Come on.
'Cause we're going out tonight.
Play the harp, Jim.
Okay, let me find it.
Put on your red dress, baby, yeah.
Other one.
'Cause we're going out tonight.
That was a bad one.
Well, you better wear some boxing gloves, yeah. In case some fool might want to fight.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Come on.
Other one, Jim. The other one.
Well, put on your red dress, baby. 'Cause we're going out tonight. Down to Rockefellers.
Oh, yeah, that's where Jose...
Hey, put on your high heel sneakers, darling, yeah. 'Cause we're going down to Rockefellers tonight. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure, sweet darling, I'm pretty sure you're gonna knock 'em dead.
Jose Feliciano.
Yeah.
You know that it would be untrue.
Yeah.
You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, yeah, that at my age I couldn't light too many fires, but I still can. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire, yeah. Well, now, come on, baby, light. Won't you light my fire, yeah. Come on, baby, light my fire. Don't you know it's all right now?
All right. Thank you.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, you know something? You're good, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're better than you ever were.
Well, thank you very much.
I can't wait to hear this new CD you have out in London.
Yeah.
Our friend, do you know Johnny Casanova by any chance?
Johnny Casanova.
Johnny Casanova is a keyboard player who's from Texas, who's lived in London for many, many years. He's going to be doing the lead in the Jerry Lee Lewis story on Broadway. Well, it's not Broadway.
What do you call it?
Their equivalent of Broadway.
And, what 13-year-old are they going to get to play his wife?
Yeah. We asked him if he got to interview the 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Vic Henley's going to do that for us. He's from Alabama.
Interesting thing about Johnny Casanova, he's in London. We're going to try to pick up a copy of your CD that's hot over there. Also, Johnny Casanova.
What is the name of that CD in London?
It's entitled Jose Feliciano Present Tense, it's called.
Historically, when you sang at the Super Bowl, the national anthem.
No, it was at the World Series.
At the World Series?
Yeah, in 1968 during, it was with the Tigers and the St. Louis Cardinals.
And you were the first guy ever to jack around, so
to do an
speak.
acoustic version of the national anthem.
He jacked around with the national anthem.
Well,
He sang
I really didn't, I sang it with feeling, and I don't think they were used to that.
But people thought you were making fun of it, right?
No.
Can you do a piece of it?
Well, the way that I did it was, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare.
Oh, yeah.
The bombs bursting in air. They gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave? Hey,
oh, man. And you know, you were booed. Did you hear the booing?
Yeah, there was a cross between boos and yays.
Yeah, but 1968.
They
A lot of
stopped
people-
playing my records as well.
A lot of people came down on your ass because you did the Star-Spangled Banner that way, but you know, ever since then, people have done their little takeoff on it, right?
Yeah, they have. Everybody.
And you started that. You were the one that pioneered
that.
that.
I kind of got it rolling. And
And just now,
That's
all
very
the record
touching.
drivers pulled over to the side of the road. They had to stop their rigs. It was incredible.
Well,
There were people here in the studio standing with their hand over their heart.
yeah.
well,
when you
you
were
know,
doing
I wanted to do it that way because I got tired of, especially in ball games, and now when you see people doing the anthem for the baseball games, you hear the people almost at the last part of the song going, yay, as if to say,
It's
boy,
over.
thank
over.
God it's over, you know. And,
Yeah.
But I haven't done it in any more sports events. I haven't been asked anymore.
Well, you did a beautiful job of it just now. I just
well,
want to
thank
say,
you.
man, when you hear it, you know, and the feeling you put into it,
Well, thank you.
it makes you proud. It may sound trite, but I'm proud to be American.
Well, I am too. It's the best country in the world.
No doubt about it.
And I've been everywhere, and I enjoy the other countries that I visited, but I think our country is so good that we take it for granted. We really do. And then it takes a tragedy, I think, to get people united. I mean, like, for example,
focused on the fact that they live in the best country on earth.
Yeah.
And by the way, I wanted to ask you something. I've been wanting to ask you this. You've been here for, God bless you. You've been here for 30 minutes, and
Don't do it again.
I just
I won't.
not in the microphone. I'll kick your ass. Okay. I'll sneak up behind you. Never mind. I just want to ask you if we had a topless woman come into the studio, could you enjoy that?
Well, I mean, why not? I mean, you know, I'm just blind. I ain't dead, you know.
I mean, you know.
Would you have to really enjoy it? Would you like?
Would you have to read her like Braille or something, or how would you do
Whatever
that?
it takes. You sigh, the sound begins. The rubber breaks and we have twins. It's tragic.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going down with Kathy Lee to the sweatshops.
Man.
She didn't know.
So you being sighted impaired.
Hey, you could say blind. What's the difference?
Yeah, you're a blind dude.
So,
blind man Feliciano. You being that way to enjoy the Olympics.
Oh, definitely.
To enjoy the Olympics, how do you do that? How are you?
Well, I do what you do. I put the TV on and I listen to what they're saying. You know, I mean, it's no big thing.
And do you think it's descriptive enough?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
sure.
I got another question for you. Then.
I mean, media's kind of visual. It keeps changing to it.
Well,
that way.
no, but you can tell.
I've been dying to ask you this. I
What?
asked Stevie Wonder this one time, and he never did give me a good answer.
What's that?
How do you know when you're done wiping your ass?
Well, the same way you do, unless you don't wipe yours. I don't know.
No.
You know, retirement is good. Yeah, very. It's wild stuff.
Yes, sir.
So is the Stevens and Pruett Best Of.
Correct.
Yeah. Right here on Rock 101.
Yes, sir.
KLOL.
Stevens and Pruett and the Boner too.
Hi, Bonner.
How you doing? Remember the Grammys? Wasn't that cool?
You like Grammys? Oh, the Grammys. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was Gawds on the Go in Hollywood.
Sure.
Yeah. Hollywood. Don't you know I love Hollywood?
Well, what did we do in Hollywood? Refresh my memory.
Well, masturbation was the first thing we did.
Yeah. We got off the plane, got in the limo, and masturbated. Yeah.
No. We ate, and then we
masturbated.
Was it EF or MF?
Never mind.
Yeah.
First or masturbate?
Who did we talk to in L.A.?
A man by the name of Bonaduce.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere along the way, they go, you know, I think we should just really keep this name going.
Bonaduce. You know what that means in Italian?
What?
Massage my mozzarella.
Really?
Yes. And that was on the Partridge Family. Danny Bonaduce's walking this way.
Bonaduce's walking by.
Right here.
Are you going to sit down? Talk to us?
A fellow brethren. How you doing, Danny?
Hi, Danny. How are you?
Dude, you look like me.
I know.
Hey. How you doing?
Nobody looks like you, Danny.
Thank you. How
Yeah,
you doing, man?
Mark
Good to see you.
Stevens, how are you? Jim Pruett, Eddie the Boner Sanchez, Vic Henley, right over there. Vic, stand-up comic galore, and that tall, thin piece of
That's
person
Skeletor,
there.
the program director.
Yeah,
Skeletor. Oh, you're the program director?
Cool. He's the PD.
What a nightmare to be your program director.
Yeah, isn't it? Hey.
Do you know him?
Oh,
No.
wait a minute. Bonaduce. How about
Bonaduce, of course, is
who
with our station in the company station in Chicago.
WLUP, the Loop.
He's on the Loop doing middays.
Working for DeCastro.
No, afternoon drive.
You're doing afternoon drive.
Yeah.
So how's it going in Chicago, fellow disc jockey?
It's going very well, man. Paying the bills.
So, you mean...
I'm glad that you took the time to talk with us because the past 2 days you've been like going around here real fast. I don't have time. Well, you're on like speed or something. I mean,
No, gave up speed, actually. You know what's really weird? I was sitting down with Corey Feldman the other day. He was, did you interview him?
Actually, he came too late. We'd already shut down for the day.
I'm sitting there with Corey Feldman, and I'm thinking, I'm doing a really good interview, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, just sitting down with him is a violation of my probation. I had to ask him to go in case my PO was hearing this in Chicago.
What got you into radio? Well, how'd that happen?
Poverty, man.
In the radio. You were starving to death.
Actually, it's almost the same answer.
Really? It is.
Really?
How I got into radio is the same reason I went to jail a lot. One pays a little better. It's really weird.
Yeah.
First of all, you did the Partridge Family.
Right.
And that was very successful for you. Did you salt any of the money away?
No.
None.
No.
That's the way to go.
He wouldn't be here
All
talking
right.
to us.
All the money went to a substance that looked a great deal like salt, if that counts.
So that ended for you.
Yeah.
You didn't have any money saved.
Right.
What happened?
Okay, here we go.
It's a wonderful story.
All right, so I go to Philadelphia, really. I'm completely broke. I'm screwed. I go to Philadelphia to visit my mom. And
How old at the time?
Oh, no, this is recently, man. Because
really?
I've done some weird... I've done a little bit of radio.
We know.
Between here and there as a guest and stuff. But I went to Philly at around 29 or 30.
Yeah.
To, say hi to my mom and visit and then never go, really. And just move into her basement and wait for her to die and get the house. So...
I'm going to wait you out. Banging on the floor, scaring her.
I get that. Okay, exactly.
Couple of chains.
Really, I'm actually a little quicker than that. I remove the rubber mats in the shower.
Because
that's how old people go, man.
Yes,
they slip in the shower.
they always do that. George Burns.
So then I had to sneak around and put them back because things started to go well. I got to Philly and I don't mean to put down any of our brethren in radio, but I do happen to hate these two
they're a
guys,
bunch of
Welch and
slime.
Woody.
Hey, look
those
around.
losers.
Check some of these guys.
They
right
have
here.
me on.
Look at this. Look around.
Oh, I know. Have you?
Radio is full of
Is
slime.
there anybody at this table named the Weasel?
No.
Okay,
No. He's down there.
Here's the first thing I heard when I walked in here that made me almost go home. I almost said, I can't. I heard, all right, now, keep the Aussie record down. I'm going to talk it up the ramp and then bring it right up. All right, this is the Weasel. And I'm leaving.
Oh, man.
I'm completely leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I did this morning show with Welch and Woody, and they just, sucked. And didn't ask me one thing that I hadn't been asked in 100 years.
Yeah.
So I sounded relatively clever because I had ready-to-go answers. I got their job.
And so you got into radio in Philly. That's
By
what
an accent, yeah. Just
And
by
then,
complete
how
accent.
did you get out in Arizona with that transvestite hooker?
How did I get out?
Now
I got out of Arizona because they asked me to leave the state.
That's why you're on parole now.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And why are
Come
you?
on, dude, stick with the arrest record, okay?
How do I know? I have my own.
Yeah. But it's cool now because he's welcome back
here's a
before
section.
Buddy Ryan.
And
Here's how it goes.
Scott Ginsburg, guy that owns this company,
Right.
heard about you and said, he might be good on the radio.
No. That is not right.
Damn.
That is not right. As a matter of fact, Ginsburg's
That's what he
busy
told
man.
us, so.
Really? Oh, he takes credit after
Yeah, he
the
said
fact.
he felt sorry for you, you poor little bastard.
I get hired, right, on the Loop by Larry Word, the GM there, right?
Okay.
Larry Word hires me, and Ginsburg and DeCastro apparently say, they go, listen, let me ask you something. Did you just hire a two-time convicted felon who has never completed a radio contract without going to prison for our radio station? And Larry goes, yeah, but I think he's straightened up.
Uh-huh.
And DeCastro said, listen, if he screws up, it's your ass.
Oh,
He said,
really?
all right, I'll take responsibility.
So, wow, you
Then-
got your own ass and Larry's ass on the line.
So then I'm
Cool.
on in the middle of the night. Wait, remind me about Larry's ass. Cause
Larry's ass. All right, write that down. Somebody write down Larry's ass.
And also, how come it is that Danny looks like DeCastro?
He hates that.
No, does he?
Every outing, people come up to me and go, hey, aren't you Dave Bonaduce? I love your show, dude.
You guys look alike.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry, DeCastro. You know, that's...
So then, where the hell was I on the story?
I don't know. So
Larry's ass.
Okay.
Larry's ass.
So then, no, that's a different story, man. Please stay with me. There'll be questions.
Okay.
So, I got him with you. I'm with you.
Okay.
Then, so he doesn't want me because I'm a felon and I keep going to jail and I've never made it through a contract. Then, I'm on in the middle of the night, nobody hears me. But then I'm on a Saturday afternoon show and I'm on the air and he's in town and he hears me and he calls up Larry Ward and he goes, "Have you heard this friggin' kid? He's terrible. He's screaming into the microphone. He's a nightmare. Maybe you should go on vacation." And then the ratings came in and I was all right. And then that was last.
That's what they do at Evergreen, ladies and gentlemen. Our company, they send you on vacation, and then when you come back,
they give you 2,000 shares, a vacation, aim you toward Miami. It's
oh no!
give you a watch.
Are you now?
Oh no! They told me they'd pay for this trip because I needed a vacation.
See ya. See ya, Boner. Nice having you with us.
Total prison time.
So what about what's his name's ass?
Well, really, I was just saying to try and get some job security.
Yeah.
What I did was I had the station's logo for the loop.
Yeah.
Mr. Word, I call Larry Mr. Word. Johnny B and Kevin Matthews are two big gun disc jockeys.
Yeah.
I had all their names tattooed on my ass the very first day I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Oh, yeah, really.
Really?
Well, let's take a look.
You have...
All right, here
we
we
are
go.
about
Ladies
to see
and gentlemen.
Danny Bonaduce's ass, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't want to see
He's
the
our
front.
present
I don't wanna
guest.
see the front.
We want to... Go ahead, drop it.
Sorry, you have to stand in front of him.
Oh, Jesus, there it is. Oh, no. He's got the loop sig on his ass. Oh.
Wait a minute, let me get a picture. Wait.
Come on, we got to get a picture of this. I want to show it to Ginsburg.
Oh, yeah, Vic's leaning in for the picture. Great.
The funny thing is you're going to show them, they go, "Oh, my God, twins."
That is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
So
man.
that is a little job scare. It's so hard to find a guy who's got your name on his
Yeah.
ass.
Worth the trip to Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, to see Danny Bonaduce's ass. Right back with more ass.
Suture doctor. Scalpel doctor. We're losing him, doctor.
Yes, I know. Wire him up to the best of Stevens and Pruett. Clear.
You better have life insurance. It's the best of Stevens and Pruett on Rock 101 KLOL.
Gawds on the go, Stevens, Pruett, and the Boner. And this, we're in Hollywood again, right?
Again?
Yeah.
Stuck inside of Hollywood.
And,
You are correct, sir.
And this next thing is you're going to hear is with that idiot. What's his name?
Ice Clay.
Iced Clay.
Andrew Dice.
Yeah, that's Andrew Dice Clay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
The Dice Man.
And he had this hat on, this really stupid-looking hat. Looked like a reservoir on a condom, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get his hat off. I said, "What do you have that hat on for?" I didn't know it. He was raising hair plugs.
Yeah.
Oh, did he get...
Well, you just listen to this.
Listen. There's Dice.
Three guys to do the job of one. Look at this.
Hey.
We are in Houston.
Well, this is Stevens. I'm Pruett, and this is Eddie the Boner Sanchez.
How you doing, Dice?
Okay. Who's the funny one? That's the one.
The funny one. We don't.
All three is.
You're
right?
the funny one, Dice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. You didn't even announce me.
Andrew Dice Clay. The funniest guy is the guy who sold you that hat.
Where'd
you get that hat?
This is the Kid Salami hat.
That's
Who's
a
got
what?
a problem with that?
A what?
It's not a problem. It's just a very unusual hat. A lot of people wear berets.
I'm a very unusual person.
It looks like a giant condom had a flat or something. I don't know what.
What's that? It's stupid radio humor. You guys got to get on stage.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what you gotta do.
Okay, Dice.
The condom hat. Come on.
Well, I like the jacket. It's got snakes on it and everything like that.
It's a jacket. Fake tattoos, fake jacket.
Good stuff.
And a condom hat.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, now Dice.
Yeah.
What
What's the problem?
What about your TV show? How's it going?
The show has been canceled. The show has been. You
But-
think that's funny? I'm worth $40 million. Yo, shut your mouth. That's why I'm smiling.
Dice, they canceled his show. I feel bad
On
about
May
that,
the
Dice.
11th.
I don't feel bad about it. On May the 11th, on HBO, Assume the Position. Andrew Dice Clay is back in concert on HBO.
So now,
Assume the Position.
Wait a minute, weren't you the guy that was clowning around saying, "I ain't going back to my old act. I've changed my
It
act"?
isn't my old act. It's a new act. Why don't you pay attention? Who is this
But
guy?
you're doing your
I'll
own-
fire you myself. I'll take your job. I'll move to Houston just so they fire you.
Dice, you're doing your old act right now. Come
This
on.
ain't my old act. This is my personality.
Oh, this is you.
Yeah,
huh?
that's right.
Oh,
Why don't you turn your teeth in backwards and bite your throat, stupid
So
ass?
Dice
What'd he
Man.
say? What'd he say?
You know what I'm saying?
Is he getting pissed off?
He's like a human butt plug, this guy. He's going to get me nuts in a minute.
You know, I don't have a hat like that, but if I had one, I could be a good butt
Take your
plug.
toupee
Yeah, it
off.
would be
Let's
very
see the
nice.
real
You want to
head,
borrow the
okay?
hat? Is that what's
Nice
pissing you
head.
off?
Go ahead.
I want to ask, assume the position.
Assume the Position on HBO.
Is that like
May 11th?
Does the audience assume the position?
What are you saying? I'm not allowed to have my own style as a comic? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What are you saying?
I thought
have you heard the new act? Have you heard the new material? No.
You're
on
doing,
May 11th, assume the
You've
position.
always been Dice Clay. You're Dice Clay right now. That's
Andrew Dice Clay. There
Yeah.
is no more mistake. You see, when I did the TV show,
Yeah, what happened?
You got to drop the Dice attitude. You got to drop the Dice name.
Well, I don't think
and now
you dropped
saw
it
what
on the
happened.
TV.
They had to drop the show because I wasn't giving the public what they want.
I still thought it was the Dice Man doing the show.
I wasn't enjoying it.
You weren't
I was enjoying doing a TV show, but I didn't think they gave it the edge it needed.
Yeah, well,
You know,
they wouldn't let you. They didn't want you to be edgy.
They didn't want the. They said they were going to do it, but they didn't do it, and
Dice.
that gets me crazy.
Do you get laid a lot? I mean, really?
Constantly.
I mean, you know, they hit on you. It's
I got a feeling you're not
I
getting
do.
any.
Believe me,
There's a midget under the
can't
table right
begin
now.
to
No,
understand
I got a
that.
feeling you're needing of something, Dice, or you wouldn't have that
Well,
attitude.
bend over.
You
I'll
don't
paint tits on your back. So anyway, you see, and that's a new
Wait a
heckle
minute,
line.
maybe I'll try
You're
that.
making me use my new heckle lines. This is not fair. He's getting me, this guy.
Somebody get him a mark.
I don't know why
I know they're beeping. I know I didn't say nothing wrong. I know you're beeping on the other end, Houston. It's okay.
Well, you could say titties, sandals. We wouldn't have to beep that.
All right. But,
so you would draw sandals on his back, and then
yeah, I'll draw sandals. Either way.
Dice,
Grab
you
his
were
ears,
brought up
call
in the
him
Bronx.
No, Brooklyn.
In
What
Brooklyn.
is with this station?
Isn't it the same thing?
Well, it's different haircuts.
I mean,
Oh, there you go. And different hats.
Actually,
So
no,
was
the
there
kid
a lot of-
salami hat comes from the Bronx.
there's a lot of stuff like, you know, bend over and assume the position,
Yeah,
the coming out of
exactly,
Brooklyn,
exactly.
and draw
Hey, Dice.
things on your back.
It's a certain kind- let's
Did you
face it,
ever
I'm
have
not
to
for
do a
everybody.
guy? Did you ever have to do a guy just to prove your manhood in the
Did you ever have
Brooklyn?
to do it?
I've never done that. I
You
haven't
have never done
crossed-
a guy? You have never done a guy?
No,
Just
not,
to,
not as far
Would
as I
you-
remember.
You know, like Dennis Rodman or somebody like that you've always lusted for, something like that? I'm only guessing.
Are you doing faggot material now?
No,
What
no,
are you
no,
thinking
no,
on?
not me.
The
no,
thing in
not
New
doing
York.
a guy with a hat
I
on like
got
that.
a lot of trouble for doing
You got the
faggot
hat
material.
on.
No faggot material.
You came here.
Got it?
You came here with the faggy hat.
None of that stuff.
Okay.
Well,
now,
Touchy situation.
We're just thinking that maybe in the Bronx and Brooklyn
Yeah,
and stuff,
Brooklyn
you have
what?
to be that way. I mean, you have to, you know, sometimes do a guy.
No, don't you guys?
Like
you
Mark
guys are
Territory,
supposed to be in show business. You guys are supposed to
No,
know
no, we're
entertainment.
Dice, wait a minute.
And you
Time-
guys,
Dice, this is radio. This is not show business.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
Hey,
all
so
together.
we did our movie. We were in Chuck Norris's movie. I mean, the Chuck Norris movie, Sidekicks.
He'll remember it in a
Chuck
minute.
Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, you remember Chuck
I mean,
Norris.
you
I
know,
love Chuck
Karate
Norris.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't piss
Sidekicks.
on Chucky. I happen to be personal friends with Chuck.
Oh,
Well,
really?
so are we?
That's
30.
right.
We did. We were at least in there 30 minutes and anchoring the whole film.
I didn't see that movie.
You didn't see.
You know
I
why?
saw the new series.
You
I
know
like
why
your
you didn't
series.
see it? Piscopo was in it.
Yeah, Joe
I like
Piscopo.
Piscopo
You do?
too. He's also a personal friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Well, Piscopo said
Yeah,
you
why you
suck.
gotta piss on Piscopo?
Well, he was saying some bad things about you. I had to defend
you
you.
know,
I'm
let him
saying,
say
hey, the
it to
Dice
me.
Man
Let him
rules.
say him to me.
I said the Dice Man rules.
Yeah, I
Piscopo.
respect when it's said to me, but I know
As a matter of fact,
Piscopo
when
don't
we
pick
said
on me.
Dice Man rules, you know what Joe said?
Yeah.
He's Piscopo poor. That's what he said.
But then again, he's got that girl, so.
Yeah, he does have that nice girl.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you
Jerry
can
Lee
say
Lewis
whatever you
is
want
jealous.
about Joe. All he's got to say is, yeah, but look at my chick.
Yeah.
Say
He
what
had
you
the
want.
balls to take the babysitter.
I
like that.
I really
Dice Man, back to your old act. You know, I saw you in concert at the Summit, Houston. And I think, did you ever, like, really bend a woman over? Did you bend a woman?
Nobody cares what you think.
I got to wonder
All right.
whether or
All right,
not you've
wondering's
ever
fine.
actually bent a woman over and put your drink on the person.
You know, on her ass. You know, she used it to put a
You see
pizza
what I
on.
mean? Why do people take all these jokes like it's reality?
Well, we thought maybe
Is it-
somewhere in your history.
Well, maybe somewhere in my history things got close to that.
Well, Piscopo said he did those things, but he said you just stole his
Piscopo
stuff.
can do anything he wants. He's got
the
that
girl.
chick.
You got the chick, yeah.
Hey, Dice, before you go, I got to remind you of something. You remember the time you were on our show many years ago?
No.
And we were talking to you on a telephone.
What show?
Okay.
We actually
Stevens
were
and
on-
Pruett.
This is the only radio show I've
Well,
ever
of course
done.
not.
Do you
But-
think
but
is
you
what
guys
I
are
lay
the
around?
best show you've ever done.
gotta
I
remember-
like this
you
show.
gotta remember-
You guys got spunk. I like it.
You
gotta
Don't
remember-
talk much. What is he?
And we're gonna have
training, this
hats.
guy?
Well, he's
Where am I going to get in?
Wait a minute. Hold on. You've got to
Let
remember.
him talk.
You got to remember when we
All
were
of a sudden,
talking
we
to
sat
you.
down. All of a sudden, he's the leader.
I'm
You're
the
gonna
leader.
take-
Yes.
Go ahead.
We were talking to you, and all of a sudden we
well,
said.
I got to tell
we
you
have a-
right now, I don't remember ever talking to you. But if you want to bring something up, I'll listen to it.
It was the time when we had Sam Kinison
But I
on the
don't
show.
remember it.
Do you remember when Sam Kinison was on the
No,
show?
I know.
And you called him a what did he call
a name.
You
Well,
told
why
him
would
to
you
go
want
fuck
to talk
himself.
about him at this
Well,
moment?
he wanted to do a joke on you about doing movies
He was
that have
making fun
cars
of your
names.
movie. He was making fun of your movie.
All right.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Damn, I'm very disappointed.
So
I thought for sure.
Are you going to do any more movies with car names?
I'm sure I'll do a lot of movies. I don't know if they're going to be named after cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they want to name them after cars, that's okay, too.
And, they have a Ford Fairlane here in the museum. Would you like to?
Kids, you see this?
Well, that was your movie. I'm just
so
trying to.
What? Do you think I
Don't you get some
what
video?
really was?
He doesn't want to be reminded of that movie, and how can you? You can't
Exactly.
blame him for
The
that.
$5 million they paid me meant nothing.
Yeah.
What do you get paid a year?
About $50.
Real jerk off this guy is. You ever believe that? This is the jerk off I always get, like on satellite, that always brings up the car joke. Okay, so let's talk about you. Okay,
it's fine. We can talk about me, but you're the guest.
You. Look, I'm the guest. We talked about Ford Fairlane.
Okay.
You don't want to acknowledge the pay I make. You don't want to acknowledge.
No, it's
that
okay
I'm
if
the
you make a
biggest
lot of
comic
money.
in the history of comedy.
It's okay if you make a lot of money, Dice.
What's that?
It's okay if you make a lot of money. No
It's
one's
not
upset
about
with
money.
you.
Do you make a lot of money? What do you make?
I
What
don't
do you
know,
make?
a couple
$100,000
$100,000
a year.
I just get probably
What can
get
you do
along.
with that? That's not even enough for sweatpants for me. Friggin' jerk off. Guy's a jerk off. How do you work with him? Let him talk. I'm telling you.
Let him talk. Go ahead, talk.
I feel like the kid on the
Let
porch
me
in
sign
Deliverance.
this thing. I like him. I'm going to take you on the road.
So,
I'll make you a
before
rich
you
man
leave,
just for
Mr.
keeping
Dice
your mouth
Man,
shut.
Mr. Dice,
Have him sign something, ladies
would you like
and
to
gentlemen.
urge kids to stay in school and not smoke?
Yeah, stay in school, don't smoke. I
Thanks,
give a
guys.
crap what kids do. I got to stay on the radio and fight with this guy. So I'm going to come back. to
It's
him.
been-
I'm coming-
it's been
after
more
every
than-
interview. I'm going to come back.
On May the 11th, it's going to be an HBO special.
Assume the position,
Yeah.
and you're a target. I want your name. I want to talk about you all over
My
the country
name.
because I didn't mean that thing. I want to make it right on HBO.
Andrew Dice Clay.
There he
Let me do
goes.
this.
With his hat.
Well, good morning, radio friend. How you doing? Good. Guess what? It's a wonderful day on the radio. Wonderful day on the radio because you're listening to the best of Stevens and Pruett. Well, you have yourself a swell day. I'm on my way to the psychiatrist. And guess who's fronting the bill? Rock 101 KLOL.
Gawds on the go in Hollywood. Rodney Dangerfield was on our show in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh, hail to the Rodney.
Now, we
To
kind
the
of
great
worshiped
God Rodney.
As I remember, we kind of worshipped him at first, and but it was,
Did we piss him off? Did we piss him off?
He was an old geezer.
Yeah, we got him pissed off, and
Yeah.
we didn't even want to.
And we were just saying, he didn't like to have to do this anymore.
I mean,
but-
I admire this guy from everywhere. You know, he's-
Maybe because you had your hand on his wife's knee.
Yeah, well,
man.
boy.
Ooh.
The only reason we, worshipped him was to impress this chick.
Yeah, when I looked at her, I just wanted to eat. I don't know. Just to eat.
Anything in particular?
Oh, no.
Just checking. Listen.
We are not worthy. How are you, sir?
You're supposed to be the hippest guys around, huh?
That's us,
Go
Rodney.
figure.
Yeah.
Is that it?
You know Rodney Dangerfield. I'm Mark Stevens, by the way.
How do you do, Mark?
How are you?
Jim Pruett.
You know we
How
have
do you do?
we have
Yeah.
met before.
Boner.
You know?
How do you do?
Yeah, that's Boner.
Eddie the Boner Sanchez.
And this gorgeous blonde here, she's
my
mine
wife,
tonight.
Joan, yes.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
yours tonight,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I'm sorry. You know that
She
we have
is a very lovely person. She has a Tiffany bag. Did you get a nice gift today?
Well, that's mine, actually.
Oh, it is.
I
see.
carry some Mountain Valley water with me in case I get thirsty,
Oh, I see.
And so I carry it in this bag here.
You know that we
go way back.
You know we have a lot of history with you. We opened for you one night in Houston.
Theater in the
my,
Round.
My partner and I, we opened for you one night in Houston, and when we came off, you said to me, "Hey kid, you did it," and I said, "Did what?" He says, "You didn't get killed. They didn't." you were surprised that we survived the audience because they didn't want to hear anybody but you.
I don't remember. Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Well, you will remember
let
this.
Me help.
Yeah.
Let me help refresh your memory. That very same night, a little guy in a shiny suit came by. He was a Pentecostal minister. His name was Sam Kinison, and he kept bugging me to come back and meet you.
Yeah, after he saw us perform and not get killed, he thought, I got to get into comedy.
Yeah, he was a minister at the time, and Sam came to me. Sam, I didn't know who he was, and he says, "Oh, my idol, Rodney Dangerfield. I got to meet him. I'm working on. I'm at the comedy workshop or the whatever, and I want to go back and meet him. So I brought Sam back, and you two met backstage. You remember that?
I remember going to I was working the arena
Yes,
in Houston.
that's it, in the round.
And
right.
I remember going to a comedy club one night and seeing Sam there.
That's right.
I don't remember him seeing backstage arena, nothing like that. But I remember I went to the club and I saw him there. you know?
Right. He came backstage and told you he was working there.
But I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No, I remember going there and seeing him work from left field. That's what I remember.
Right, yeah.
How, was he good then?
Yeah, Sam did some wild bits then. He was funny, you know. He really developed into he's a genius, Sam.
He is.
Absolutely.
Well, the master told us that we didn't get killed. What did you tell Sam when you saw his act?
Sam was great, man. He was just too much.
Did you give him advice?
You can't give advice. When someone has got it the way Sam has, the only advice you can give him is tone down. Take it easy, man. You know what I mean? But
wait a minute. You telling Sam to tone down. Now, you're a man that needed to be toned down a lot yourself.
Whatever. I guess, he was pretty wild, you know.
Yeah, very wild, yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened, you know. But,
no kidding. Who would ever think?
But he was great. He was really a genius, Sam. He was dynamite, you know.
Yeah.
What has Rodney Dangerfield been up to?
Well, I have this thing coming out, La Contessa. Did I mention that to you?
No, what? La Contessa, what?
It's a talking book where I played a part of a man that every man would love to be.
Who's that?
A man that no woman can resist and every woman wants me.
Yeah,
you see?
yeah.
And I go on a little trip here, and the people listen to it, and it's an interesting trip of how my experience is with La Contessa and a few other women, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not for children, not for the thin-skinned. It's for liberal sophisticates.
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
If you want to let your hair down,
Yeah.
you can have a good time with this. Sit back and listen to it.
I'm
Get a
looking
friend or whatever it is.
I'm looking at the cover of the CD of La Contessa, and
You're looking a little
the
like
body.
Gene Wilder in the picture.
He looks like who?
Gene Wilder
Yeah.
with the hair and it's going wild, you know.
Gene Wilder.
So do you actually do women or thing? I mean, there's actually contact
On the CD?
I don't
on the
understand what
CD,
you
the
mean.
sound, and
Well, yes, you'll find that. You mean you hear me having sex with women?
Yes.
And what would that
Damn it,
sound like?
sure.
No, you don't hear that. Huh?
By the way, Rodney, what is your
It would
favorite?
sound like this. Oh, you want more money? That's what it would sound like. Okay.
What is your favorite sexual position, man? I know your wife is here, and it's hard for you to talk about that.
I know.
Does he have a favorite?
Can I think about that one?
Yeah.
Begging on his hands and knees?
Oh, I can't believe that.
Begging is my favorite position.
A star, a god, a legend like Rodney Dangerfield has to beg for it at home just like we do. That's nice. That's
Rodney
nice
was
stuff.
honored last year with the American Comedy Awards prestigious Creative Lifetime Achievement Award for his contribution to the world of comedy and his discovery of many new talents, including Jim Carrey, Roseanne, and this one I don't understand. Andrew Dice Clay. What happened with him?
I think he's opening clams in Toffanetti's in New York. I'm not sure.
That's where he should be. That's where he should be.
Listen,
Dice
everyone's
Clay.
all right. Dice all right.
He's He's a one-dimensional, no talent.
But Jim Carrey is.
He's 1 in a million. Thank God. That's a funny joke. I should write that down. Remember that. Will you?
Do you know how many people have stolen your jokes? I mean, your jokes get repeated more than anybody's jokes.
Absolutely.
If you got a royalty, I mean, you
and
really.
And it all came out of that genius mind of yours. You do it. I mean, you are a genius. There's no
Me?
doubt about
Yeah,
it. I am in
true.
awe of you, Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, that's
and I
pretty
just want to
good.
know. I know you're a genius. I know you're a comedy genius. How did you snare this gorgeous thing? I mean, come on. I mean, you're not the best-looking man in the world.
Yeah, because
sense of humor, though.
Yeah.
His sense of humor is very sexy.
She's over there.
A lot of people, you get women with a sense of humor, you know?
Yeah.
Once before it worked in Detroit, 1968.
So, does she ever give you one of these?
Yes.
She's one of those.
After sex, all the time, she.
On radio, they don't know what you're
I
talking
know,
about.
but that's
If she ever give
legendary.
you one of these, I mean, who knows how
They
long
know
it
your
is,
act.
you know?
Everybody knows your act for a little piece of bottom land. Everybody knows that.
Hold on,
It's
so
a
what am I
legend.
doing here? Wait a minute.
They want you to read this for a little promo for the show, if you don't mind. Do you mind? No. Okay. Well, while
Did I
you're doing
mention the 1-800-RESPECT number? I did, didn't I?
the 1-800, how does that go?
If
1-800
they want to
respect,
buy La Contessa.
and you can get
I
this
mentioned
CD.
La Contessa.
You did. I
think.
think you mentioned La
If
Contessa.
they want to get a good trip going, call 1-800-RESPECT. We'll explain what it is to you a little more.
Could you masturbate to this? Is it that good?
Could you masturbate? Well, I don't want to bring up.
It's easier.
Yeah,
to
my bad habits.
If you have enough to work with.
Hey, it's got to be easier to masturbate to that than Janet Reno.
And what about?
But I have faith in you. You're trying to stop. You know what
I
mean?
am. I'm tapering off.
Right.
I'm tapering off.
And
to
don't
the
forget, Meet Wally Sparks will be out later this summer. That's a movie
right.
where you meet a radio type person, and what happens?
Yeah, what is that all
Explain the movie. Give me 4 things to do at once here.
Okay, well, you can get to that in just a second.
Yeah. You want to read that? You want to read that?
They're pushing me here. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Well, actually, we're kind of leading up to try to get some financing for our movie, Motel Dicks.
Yeah.
He plays Ramada. I play Holiday.
And that's La Quinta over there. And we wrote this movie. We can't get any
backing.
There's no backing, no money at all, Rodney. And I know you're always interested in young comics coming along.
But can you make an exception for a couple of old ones?
One thing about it, the Dice Man will not be in it.
So there you go. Right there, that's a winner.
You guys laugh over nothing very often.
I know.
Having a good time.
You don't know what to do, you laugh.
I am the best audience in the world. Are you kidding?
I know.
I love to laugh.
That's great. That's great.
Sure. How about you?
You're an easy crowd.
Absolutely.
You laugh at weather reports.
Yes.
Anything,
Yeah. I go down on
earthquakes.
I'm
I'm telling you.
Yes. Oh, have we heard stories about you and Sam Kinison doing coke? You want to talk about that?
I guess not.
You guys have a radio. What are you here to get things on people?
Yeah.
No, that's your purpose, to get things on people.
Yes. We want to nail your ass to the wall, Rodney.
I did coke when I was 2 years old till I was 8 years old.
No kidding.
And then quit.
Yes, then I cut it out. Then I was shooting myself up from 8 to 15.
Oh.
Then at 15 I started drinking, and I've been drunk every day since. Okay, that's my life.
Now we got it. You heard it first right here.
Hey, Wilbur, look at the boobs on that baby. Oh, my word. A rat. Well, I remember back in my day, a couple of boobs used to be a couple of dumb guys. Speaking of boobs.
It's the best of Stevens and Pruett. Rock 101 KLOL.
Oh, no! Look! They're back again! Oh, no! Godzilla Mothra! Oh, you stupid fool! Huh? Stevens Pruett, best of morning show! You idiot!
Now, back to the best of Stevens and Pruett. Rock 101 KLOL.
The greatest moment in sports history that I've ever personally witnessed was when Kerry Strug did that final thing, the final flip over the horse dealie.
Landed on one foot because she had broken or sprained her ankle.
Yeah, then saluted the crowd and then fell, man.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, and the coach carried her out. Oh.
Yeah, this is Gawds on the go from the Olympics in Atlanta. That was a great week, man. And
the very next morning, we had the girls on.
Boner.
Just a second.
Boner. Listen to this.
I wish you'd gain some weight. That's hurting my knuckles.
Now here comes Bella. Bella Caroli, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Champ, how are you, my man?
You did it, man.
How you doing? Yeah.
You know, Monday you told us that you were going to bring home the gold, and by God, you kept
Well, man, I told you, and God bless you guys, because you suggested me to keep my word, and so I tried.
I thought you were just kidding, it's bravado, but when you say you're going to get gold, I'm going to believe you next time.
You better believe me.
It was the most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my life, sports-wise. What a beautiful... you couldn't write a better story the way the thing ended. And though you carry out there is just heart-rendering.
I think you're right. That was one of the most dramatic moments of my life.
Beautiful.
Even though 35 years I'm around.
And they tried to stop you because you've been banned from the floor for God knows what you're doing. They tried to stop you, it looked like, from carrying her onto the floor. And you said, you shook your head, I'm taking her out there.
Now, wait a minute. Right. Now, last night, watching that thing, I remember when I nailed you Monday and I said, come on, you going to come back with the gold? And you said, yes, I am. Yeah, you said definitely, yes, you are. And then last night when the Russians started mounting up points, you were going, oh, God, I don't want to go on Stevens and Pruett now. But all of a sudden, things turned on a bad ankle, and that was the most amazing thing when she landed on one foot. When Kerry came down on one foot, and the crowd went nuts. Nuts.
I think they had all the reasons to go nuts. It was drama. It was beautiful. It was high performance. Good Lord, that was a tremendous performance.
Not only high performance, but high drama.
That's right.
Good theater. Good.
It was a combination, but all the sport's supposed to be about.
Dominique and Kerry are over there, and we were supposed to have them right after they did that thing on Channel 5 in Dallas. Now Susan Lennon's got them on Channel 2.
Well, they're trying to get all the TV people out of the way because I know we're going to be here for a while, so they can get Carrie over here without a crowd to bump her leg.
Come on, Susan, move it along over there.
Yeah, this is real. We're reaching a real audience.
Come on, Lennon, move it.
TV does not have the audience that morning radio has. I'm sorry to tell you.
Right.
Now, Coach,
Why were you banned from the floor?
Yeah, what's that all about, Bella? You're such a sweet guy. I mean, why in the hell would they want to ban you?
Well, they don't look that good.
Well,
Turn loose.
They banned him because he's ugly.
You have a great. I don't know if it's the mustache or what, but when people look at you, it's confidence. Because I don't know if you were disappointed, it would seem like you were smiling and exuding that confidence.
Every time we've ever seen you, you've got a smile on your face. You're a very friendly man. You come up, you shake hands. You're willing to talk with everyone.
Well, especially in the competition, don't matter what's going on through your mind and your heart. You gotta smile to keep the confidence of the kids up high.
Oh, sure, yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Because when I look at you, without you saying a word, I can hear you saying, everything is going to be fine. We're going to be champions, and you are going to have a party afterwards.
But my God, he promises
something like that. You have to mumble all the time in order to keep
keep that
little moral up.
You, my friend, promised us the gold, and the girls are coming over here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, from Houston, Texas, here she is, Dominique Moceanu. Hi, Dominique. How are you?
How you doing?
From Houston. Good to have you on the show.
Thanks, it's nice to be here.
Now, I want you to work this mic real close because this is like history. Now, for the first time, Houston and this radio show and you are front page news.
Yes.
And this is the sound of solid gold on solid wood.
That's the medal. That's the gold medal. Jim.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic medal.
Jim just threw it down on the desk.
There we go.
He's putting it around her neck.
Okay, let's see. How does this...
Dominique is accepting the medal now from Mr. Pruett, and he's got her ponytail all tagged.
Congratulations to you.
There you are. Thank you very much. Dominique, exciting afternoon yesterday, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Everybody thought that happened last night because it was on TV last night. You got to watch it, right?
We saw a little bit towards the end, but we came back kind of late. So.
Oh, you came
Yeah,
back.
you were partying with Bruce Willis and everybody.
Demi Moore, yeah.
You were over there.
Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood too, with Demi Moore and everything. Yeah. How was that? What was that like?
Well, before you tell, go ahead and tell about the party.
It was great. I mean, that was a great opportunity to meet them. They were so nice, and it was really exciting.
Who else did you meet last night? Who else?
Demi Moore and Bruce Willis.
And any other big stars?
No.
That's it?
Pruett. I saw a picture of them in there.
Yeah, right.
Now, for a little lady like you, was there a lot of pressure last night? Did you feel like, oh God, I got to do this? Oh God, if I don't do this, they're gonna hate me. I'm not gonna get a medal. And is there a lot of pressure like that for you?
I wasn't thinking about the pressure. I was thinking about hitting my routines, and we were thinking about being a team together and doing it together so we could get a gold. And
good answer. Good answer.
Well, everybody was just flawless on everything except that the vault was a little hard for a lot of people. Now, is that something that everybody has trouble with, or our team was having difficulty with?
No, it's usually not a problem. I guess we were just really excited and just, overwhelmed with how we were doing so well.
Yeah.
And
you got a little tight?
A little tight, yeah, and a little rushing and
Well, I watched the Romanians and the Russians do the vault during the breaks when our team wasn't on their apparatus. And they were having a hard time sticking their landings too. They would hit and then take one step forward. So everybody was having a little trouble with the vault last night.
Hey, Boner?
Maybe we intimidated.
We're
getting a question from the base station.
Lori Kendrick, our traffic girl back in Houston, wants to talk.
Can Dominique hear me? Does she have headphones on?
No, get her some headsets. Here we go. Lori wants to talk to you. Lori's a big fan of yours, and I want to know something too after Lori's done with you. So go ahead, you talk.
We would have brought her with us, but we couldn't afford the room.
I weigh too much, Dominique.
Yeah, she weighs too much. Her luggage.
But Lori's happy. Finally, she's taller than someone.
Dominique.
Hi,
Dominique. Lori Kendrick here. I too was a gymnast about 65 pounds ago, darling. So I understand.
She's motivated me to be one. I'll tell you,
darling. I just wanted to tell you that you are an exercise in style and grace. I tell you, and I
exercise in style and grace.
Do you have a book or something?
No.
Are you reading that from something?
You are the quintessential gymnast, and I applaud you. I applaud the entire team, and your family is a American success story in and of itself. You are your parents are Romanian, correct?
Thank you. Yeah.
And they're gymnasts as well.
They were gymnasts when they were younger. Yeah.
Live from the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, it's Stevens and Pruett, the Radio Gods.
Carrie Strug, on the final vault of the day, believing victory in the balance, nailed her landing, then collapsed in pain. We have her here right now. Why did you collapse in pain? Some kind of sissy? Just comedy.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Carrie Strug, ladies and gentlemen.
Carrie Strug is here in a gallery furniture. She's in a gallery furniture lounger here, and she's got this boot on her foot.
And on the front page of USA Today, U.S. women carry the day. That's you.
You and the coach.
You see that picture with the coach?
Yep, I see it now.
Yeah, well, now...
Is this the first time you've seen this picture today?
Well, I received it here right when we came to the gallery furniture.
And on the cover of the New York Times, there you are again. Is this incredible or what?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I haven't been on the cover of numerous of newspapers before, so yeah, it's exciting. I wish it would have happened differently, that I didn't have to get hurt to, you know.
It'd be a lot more exciting. It would be a lot more exciting if you weren't in so much pain. You're in a lot of pain right now, aren't you?
Well, a little bit, but you know, I guess it's gonna get better. It's not broken.
Did you ask Bruce Willis to kiss it and make it better?
No, I didn't, but if it would help, I think I will.
Well, do you think it would help if Bruce kissed it?
Would you tell Demi that this shoulder's been bothering me a little bit?
Stay out of this, Mona.
On your first vault attempt, did you injure yourself then? I mean, your leg was already wrapped.
Yeah, well, I have sprained this ankle before and had a few problems, and I just tape it for prevention. And then on the first vault, I heard a snap, and, you know, I got up and I was in a lot of pain. I knew something was wrong, and I didn't really know what to do.
And, you know, we didn't notice it. You know, watching the event that you were injured, I guess we were so, you know, looking forward. We knew your first one wasn't going to count.
Well,
the second one had to count.
Let's face it, the Russians were mounting up a lot of points there, and they really needed to come down to this one event, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely up to, I think my last vault. I heard, you know, I saw my teammate Dominique Feliciano fall on both of hers, and I was kind of in shock, and I knew, you know, oh my goodness, you know, the Russians are right behind us, and it's all up to me, and I normally, you know, this is one of my strongest events, and so I was trying to stay calm, and I thought, okay, you know, you have 2 shots, you can handle this. And, you know, after my first vault, I couldn't believe that I had fallen also. You know, I've done it so many times in workout, and it's never been a problem. So when I fell, and then when I got up and my ankle was killing, I was just kind of in a daze, and, you know, said a small prayer and let the adrenaline take over, and it pulled through.
It really did. And when you landed on one foot and stayed there, you planted there on that one foot, everybody in the audience went nuts.
Yeah, I think it was pretty dramatic. You know, everyone was so excited that we had won the gold. But at the same time, you know, I was in a lot of pain, and I think everyone was worried that something was seriously wrong.
Carrie Strug, your advice to somebody like yourself wanting to get into gymnastics?
All the little girls out there in gyms around the country that want to get where you've got, what do you want to tell them?
Your advice, and what do they have to look forward to?
Well, just, you know, set your goals and work hard, and dreams can come true.
Yeah,
there you have it.
Yeah.
Dreams can come true.
Carrie Strug, ladies and gentlemen, of American Heroine.
Now look at this. They are carrying her off. Mattress Mac and a bunch of these thugs of his have grabbed Carrie, and they're going to
take her off.
Drag her. Where are you going with her,
How much
Mac?
for the recliner, Mac?
Mac.
$2.99.
Where are you going with her, Mac? Well, there she goes, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
Remember,
Radio Gawds.
Dreams can come true. Was that beautiful or what?
You know, Radio Gawds, her career will never be the same now.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
You
no.
know?
Oh, hell no.
How could you be the same after going through this?
3
This is
words. I
unbelievable.
have 3 words.
What?
Mary Lou who?
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some rapping for you.
Oh, come on. Hey.
What?
You're a white guy. You can't do that.
Hey, look, I got the hat at the angle. Come on, come on.
Excuse me, I owe him one.
There you go. Now, pack that in your pocket. In the meantime, this Gawds on the Go is when... Will you shut up, please? This Gawds on the Go is when Locke and Tubby went into the hood with our friend...
Alonzo Highsmith.
Yeah, he's really a lightweight.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
he's a boxer.
He's
That's
a
what he is.
heavyweight.
Shut up.
Would you just stand in the corner and...
Anyhow, Alonzo Highsmith said, I got a great idea. I'm going to take Locke and Tubby into the hood.
Hey, Jim, is
and
that a
teach...
tooth?
It is a tooth.
That's my tooth.
Hey.
I'm going to take Locke and Tubby into the hood and see what happens. And we come to find... Wait till you hear what happens. Here, listen.
I'll tell you what you're going to have to do. You're going to... Tubby Peckerwood, Alonzo Highsmith, and Locke Siebenhausen are in the hood.
Lonzo.
Yeah, what's up?
Lonzo, you know, I appreciate you doing what you're doing for Locke.
Oh, man, Locke, he needs it, man.
I mean, yeah, but keep
He's
it...
an all right guy, though, man. He's just a little different.
Yeah, he is a little different.
Yeah.
Now,
So you found that out. Has he had the opportunity to borrow any money from you?
No, I don't have
Well, he's going to try and borrow some money from
Well, the
you.
morning is young.
Or he'll
I'm gonna
try...
ask him.
Or he'll try...
Oh. But you know what, though?
Or he'll try and
Got
get
a credit card he can have.
Oh, really?
Alonzo. Alonzo.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And Locke is willing to take a check from Alonzo.
Man.
In case you don't know, Lonzo Highsmith got in a little credit card.
Hey.
I know.
Don't
Well,
tell
you
anybody.
did. You did get in some credit card problems.
It was a
Don't
bummer.
tell anybody.
It was a bum rap.
Bum
We
Oh,
know.
no, it was all over the newspapers, but you don't want me talking about it.
No, what you talking about?
Now, you're telling me, Alonzo, that you're in the hood. Do you see anybody doing any of the following? Breakdancing?
No.
No, but that,
Watching
that's-
Soul Train?
No.
Holding a gun to your head?
No.
Or running with a VCR?
No.
No.
I got to go over to River Oaks section for that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, you're not. No. Hey, you are in a tough part of town.
No, you know what? This is a true story. I parked my car over by River Oaks one day.
Yeah.
Somebody broke in the car and stole my radio.
No kidding.
Little rich white suburban kid did it.
You know what we're going to do the next time we do this, Lonzo? We're going to send you over to River Oaks and see if we can cause some trouble.
Yeah, I want to go over there.
Now, River Oaks, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, if you're in Louisiana or
I'm
something.
going to apply for a chauffeur job in River Oaks.
Now, how would you describe River Oaks to the people in Louisiana? You know, people have never been in River Oaks. How would you describe it?
Molded money.
It's like wintertime. It's all white.
And cold.
So, Alonzo, could we
It's
like...
real cold when you're a minority.
Yes,
Could we send you through, like, River Oaks, the home of old money?
Okay.
And you'll be holding a sign, "Will work for croissants."
That sounds good.
Yeah, something like that.
Croissant.
I'll hold a sign that has the croissant.
Yeah.
Croissant.
You can go through River Oaks, Alonzo, standing in the top of a convertible, holding a sign that says, "My car and my pants both have a club."
Okay. That,
All right.
That's good. That's going to be our assignment next week.
Yeah, it should be.
Next week, we're going to send you to River Oaks. Do the reverse of what we're doing today.
Are we allowed to knock on the doors?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Once.
Well, I'm going to let the white guys knock on the door first.
Hey, here's what we want to do right now. We got any more brothers we can talk to?
Yeah, we got some guys just pulled up. They heard us on the radio. They're over here trying to teach Locke how to play dice.
Oh,
that's great.
Oh, this is
hold
great.
up. You don't play dice, you shoot dice, you big dummy.
You shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, tough.
Can you hear?
Hey, Locke told us to show him how to shoot dice.
Alonzo and Locke turn against Tubby.
Yeah.
Sad.
Hey, Tubby, you shoot 7s and 11.
And what you going for?
Hey, you're breaking up.
Yeah, 11.
Hey, you guys are breaking up now. See if we can get one of the brothers to talk to Locke and explain on the air how he can shoot dice and win some money.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it, Locke.
Hi, I'm Locke Siebenhausen from the Stevens and Pruett Radio Network. Yo, man. And see my smock here? There you go. And so will you go on the radio with us today? Yeah, he said he would. So
ask him his name and all that,
So what's your name?
Stanley.
So Stanley,
Look at here, bleed.
Blood.
Are you a blood, Stanley?
No, we call it player.
A player.
A player. Oh, okay.
Ask him if he will teach you how to play feces.
So Stanley.
Feces?
Craps.
Oh, come on.
No.
Shoot dice. When you're in the hood, you shoot dice,
I mean,
man.
you shoot dice, Stanley.
Tell him you want to learn how to shoot dice.
Stanley, I want to learn how to shoot dice, and could you give me some pointers on how to, shoot dice, man, my man?
Put your money down. You got to make it like that.
Hey, Locke, you got any money?
Money? No. Hey, Alonzo, you have any money?
Oh, I got a few quarters.
Hey, Tubby, you have any money?
I was going to borrow one of Alonzo's credit cards.
Hey, Alonzo. Somebody get some money out. Let's play the man for some money. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Here, I'll put up 5.
Okay. You're brave, Tom.
All right.
All right. Here we go. We're going to shoot now.
Now, who are you shooting with? What's the guy's name?
What's the guy's name?
Your name again is
Stanley.
Okay, Stanley.
Stanley. That doesn't sound very black to me.
Ask
Stanley.
him if we can call him Rufus.
Or at least Tyrone. Come on.
Now, before we shoot...
we don't have names like that.
Before we shoot... Gentlemen, before we shoot dice with Stanley, does he have a soul message for Locke?
Hey, Stanley, do you have a soul message for me before we shoot dice?
Get out this uniform.
You know, there's a common thread here. Lose the smock.
Hey, we got one problem.
None of the brothers like that smock that he has on.
Locke was shooting dice and he lost all the headphones and equipment and everything.
Oh,
Stanley owns it all now.
No. I think we ought to roll dice for $5. Tell Stanley, put up $5, we'll roll dice. But Stanley has to teach him how to do it.
Okay, Stanley, get the $5 and the dice out, and you have to show me how to roll the dice, Stanley.
But you want to roll them, Locke. We want you to roll the dice. You're the shooter.
Well, I'm the shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be the shooter. And tell Stanley to tell you what to do.
Hey, Stanley, I'm the shooter, so tell me what to do.
No, you the roller.
The roller, all right. He's
the roller.
He's
So you shoot dice, but you're the roller.
Hey, Locke.
Yes.
You're a player.
Uh-huh.
And now you're going to be the roller.
Okay.
Because you're shooting dice.
Uh-huh.
That's the way it goes. You understand?
Bobby brought
Correct.
Not rollerblading.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't shoot the roll.
Alonzo, Bobby's brought up a good point.
Roll. You can't shoot. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. What is it, Bob?
Bobby's bringing up a good point, Alonzo. We need a lookout because he said we've given out our location and now we're doing a crap game.
Which is
kind of look out for sirens.
Tubby's got the lookout. He's
all right, Tubby's the lookout. All right, you guys roll.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Shake him up, Locke. Shake him up.
Okay,
make your point.
Okay, take your point. And Locke rolls a 6.
He rolls a 6.
Easy point.
Easy point. All right, Locke, pick him up and roll him again.
Pick him up, Locke, and roll him again.
Roll him again.
There you go. Throw him down. Throw them bones. Ooh, 7. Oh.
Locke, quick, yell Yahtzee.
Okay, hey, Stanley, what about, will you,
So does that mean Stanley gets the 5?
Yes, he does.
Oh, man.
Say, Locke, I want you to tell Stanley one thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity. You tell him this. Thanks for the opportunity to improve the sociological relationships that should be a prerequisite for the standard ambiance of the international community as it moves toward the millennium.
Yes.
Hey, Stanley, I want to thank you for the opportunity to probe the relationships and sociologically, and probe the membership of showing us how to roll dice.
Now shut up and roll, you fat bastard.
Hey.